One of my goals for this year is to bring out some new Matchy products, and I want to take you guys along for a new product that I have in my head. I want to make travel jewelry cases, and I think I'll be able to do it. So come along and let's just get straight into today's video because I'm really excited for this. I'm switching over to VoiceOver Sav to take you through the first step of every single product design that I do. I like to digitally sketch out the product idea that I have in my mind because this just helps translate all the ideas to paper and I can really visualize how it's going to come together. I had two ideas for the jewelry bag. One of them is this first one I'm sketching now, and it featured a front handle, although I wasn't too confident with this one because the bag's going to be quite small, so I'm not too sure how I would do the handle because I think it would just be too big for the particular bag. This design also features just a lid straight attached to the zipper and then like the handle on the other bag. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but basically it goes lid straight into the zipper and then like the depth of the bag with the handle attached and then the other lid. So I decided to scratch that one because the other design I think is going to be way more practical and exactly what I'm visualizing. Basically it's two circles and then it's got depth on both of those sides, like the gusset has a bit of depth and it's got the zipper right through the middle and all of it is quilted. So I feel like this is giving like a wagon wheel design bag, and I was thinking about adding a handle on the top, but again I think it might just be a little bit too bulky. This is more just like your everyday hand size jewelry travel pouch, so it doesn't necessarily need a handle, especially because there's two zippers there. So that is what I'm decided with. I'll have the tag at the top and yeah, a nice cute circle shape. Firstly, I need to decide what fabric we're going to make the sample in. There's two options. I use some scrap fabric because there's a potential that it could go wrong, or I use fabric that I mostly want to see this product in because I have every faith that this first sample is going to work out and I'm just too impatient and too excited to see the final product. I think I'm gonna go with the latter because I'm just so desperate to see a jewelry case in the Matchy signature stripe, which is this stripe print right here. It is a combination of pastel stripe colors that are throughout all of the collections I have done over the last year. Stunning. We've got the pink from the gingham, we've got the blue, we've got the banana, and then we've got this stunning green, which is like in the strawberry prints. I just really love my signature stripe, which is why I called it signature stripe. And I'm low-key desperate to see a jewelry case in signature stripe because I think that will look really, really cute. So I'm just going to wing it because I'm pretty confident on how this is going to turn out. And we're just going to choose some signature stripe here and hope for the best because essentially if it doesn't work out, I've just wasted however many dollars in fabric this rectangle is. We have the sketch here and I'm pretty confident this is the design, the final design I want to go with. I'm also confident in putting it together because it is similar to a product that I already make, which is our train case. The only thing is I've only just gotten into my jewelry pretty much in the last like 6 months. I'm not wearing it now, but there's like a necklace I purchased this year or last year, and it's like the only necklace I wear. Jewelry is something I want to collect, but I just get overstimulated with it on me because yeah, I don't know why. It's just one of those things I always forget to put it back on after I've taken it off for a shower. I'm just not a jewelry person, although I do love jewelry. I want to be a jewelry person, I'm just not. So hopefully having something like this will like motivate me, especially if I can keep it in my bag. I'll be able to like remember to put my jewelry on, and not necessarily like in my morning routine, but more like throughout the day if I remember. But I do know that when it comes to the earrings and necklaces, it's good to have like little pockets of where you can store those things. So although it's okay for it to be like kind of loose, I do want some kind of like pocket situation, if not two pockets maybe. So if you're looking at the jewelry case front on, there's like this piece here that is like somewhere you can hook earrings onto, and then this is a ruffle pocket, and then that's the case for both sides of the case. So you can choose to use the pocket on one side or the other side, and then this option is there as well. The only thing this probably doesn't work for is like studded earrings, but then again, because they're studded earrings, you could almost like pierce them through the pocket, or you could pierce them through that piece of material. There's like lots of options, and like I think if people can just kind of decide what they want to do with it themselves rather than telling them what they have to do with it, like for example putting actual holes in it and saying you have to use studs here, I think that will be okay. So yeah, I'm just going to give this design a go and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to cut everything out, start quilting, and then we get to assemble. Designing new products is most definitely the fun part of running my small business, and I love sharing it all with you guys. But what you don't see is that for every single product, I do need to do the maths to understand how much it costs me to make, so I know how much I need to sell it for to keep my small business running. But prioritizing the finance of my small business is really what transitioned me from having a hobby to being a small business owner. And that is why you guys know I am so excited to be partnering with Xero again for today's video. Xero is a cloud-based accounting platform that helps small business manage their finances, including invoicing, bills, payments, all in the one place. Personally, I use Xero for all of my reconciliation of all of my bank accounts, and it's something I'm doing right now as we're coming to the end of the month and also the end of the quarter. It helps me better understand my cash flow, and it's also improved how I collaborate with my accountant. Both of those things have played a huge role in helping Matchy grow, and even in allowing me to move from my home studio into this warehouse space where production now runs. At the time of making this video, Xero is offering 90% off for your first 6 months using my link below. Thank you again so much to Xero for sponsoring today's video. Why is there not a sewing machine that like winds the bottom automatically on the top but also down the bottom, like install it? Or why is there not like bigger bobbins? Anyway, quilting is done on the signature stripe and it's looking dashing. So good. I'm gonna go cut this out. It's strange working with like smaller pieces. This is actually quite a small project. So itsy bitsy little case will be so cute. I also did the pockets as well with the elastic and that one there. I think that's all we needed to do. I'm just gonna have a drink as well. I've got a passion fruit soda from this brand. Spicy. Okay, I'm gonna cut out the final measurements now. I can already see that the original width measurements, I just feel like they're going to be way too small. So I've added 2 centimeters to them to see what it will look like. That might mean I need like another back piece, but I guess I want that size back piece. I don't know, it's just hard. I guess I can always subtract, but I can't add on. So I'll just go with this. Okay, let's go see. So this, I've just ironed this piece, and that will be like the bit that you can attach your earrings to, or maybe like poke your stud earrings in. And I need 2 of them, so I'm just gonna fold it in half and cut it. I'm gonna put a tag, one of my tags, onto the front, which will be the top of it. It looks so different quilted because I'm used to having these circles as like the bubble bucket bottoms. Why did I just make a zipper on both of these? I'm just looking at it like, wait a second, something's not right here. It's like I'm making 2 of the one product. I only need 1. So unpick it. I could almost cut it down. Okay, let's try that again. Now, I definitely think it does need to be smaller than what I thought. So I probably will cut like 1 centimeter off. I need 2 zippers, so I think that will be more convenient. Starting to take shape. It's pretty cute. Something's happening at the back here that I'm not too sure what I've done to cause it. It could just be a little bit off center or something. Right, now we need to add the details to the front and the back, to the top and the bottom, little flaps. So that's, I think I need to make that a little bit bigger already, but that's fine. That's just the material I cut, so I don't want to waste any more, so I'll just leave it at that for now. That's a bit. And there's like a little bit of room for like hanging hoops or dangly ones, or you can put the necklace in and then like scoop the necklace in there. There's the other one. that's attached. So if we turn it inside out, we should start to kind of see the depths. Something's definitely happened with this back piece. I think it's like a bit too small, or I don't know, it's like kind of puckering in certain points. I've never had that happen before. It could be because it's just small and quilted, I'm not sure. And then we've got, that's looking pretty good. I definitely think that needs to be a little bit taller. But that's fine. We need that. And we can fix that for the next time. Okay, the most important part is like making sure they're exact, like symmetrical, because you don't want, because it has details in the pocket that need to be perfect. You can't just like put it anywhere. And I think that's looking pretty symmetrical. I'm gonna attach the bias tape around the edge to close these seams, and I think we can test it out. So I brought all my jewelry from home to test it out. This is what I already keep my jewelry from. These are these beautiful handmade pieces from Slothy Creations on Instagram. She is just like the most gorgeous clay artist, potter. I'm not sure what they're called. So yeah, definitely check her out. But I've got the plate and the bowl, and I just sit it together like in my cabinet and just put the pieces in. Whatever. So as you can see, my jewelry collection is very, very small, and it does me just fine. I also have the most adorable clay earrings from, she's a business on TikTok, and she hand makes them. These ones are mince pies, the ones for Christmas. I think she's from Dorset in England, and Marshmallow Avenue, that's who it is. But my partner's from Dorset, so I thought that was just like the cutest little thing, and I didn't know that before I bought it from her. So we're gonna punch the earring through. I'll bring you guys closer and show you. So I'm thinking about putting the earring, because this is just material, through the piece of material and putting the back on it, so you can put your studs on this. There is a little bit of tension, but because it's cotton, it just goes straight through. And then I was thinking hoops can go like that. And then I don't really have many rings, but maybe like rings can go in there. And then the other option was necklaces. If you attach the necklace through this thing, so it's like that, and then you can drop it into this bit here, so it sits like that. I think I might make this a bit tighter, so I'll make that a note to make that tighter. I think this one's a little bit tighter on this side for some reason, so that will just have happened when I was sewing. But overall, I think that's pretty cute. I'd love to know what you guys think. And then when you're like getting ready, you can just lay it flat and have your pieces on each side. But I think that's adorable. Something like Huggies. Would just go in there as well. So that works. Okay. And then you kind of like these please let me know what you guys think of the jewelry case. As I said before, I'm not a massive jewelry person, but I'm still just a girl, and the jewelry that I do have, this is the kind of case that I was picturing would be perfect for something from Matchy. So I think I've done a pretty cool job to like put together what I envision would be the perfect travel jewelry case. Obviously I need to increase the size of that and like bring them up a little bit more, which is fine, I can do that. So I've made all those notes to do the adjustments. I don't think I need to do another sample. I'll just start on producing a few of these, but let me know what you guys think and if I should launch them on matchy.au, because it's Matchy's 3rd birthday really soon. So I'm thinking of launching a new product for the birthday and to celebrate the birthday. So something like this could be really cute. So I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and if you want to see this in all the other Matchy prints. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for coming along, for putting this together. A really successful video actually. Normally it takes me a few goes to get something right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I hope you have the best rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.